And so we have created the People's Fund of Maui that will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it right now. So if you send a donation, just click where you see below and send a donation. That money is going to go to one of many residents who have been displaced in Maui. We guarantee. So if you send a donation, just click now.
Did I just witness what I think I witnessed? Please don't tell me I just saw a billionaire standing next to a multi-millionaire begging the average everyday citizen for donations that can barely get by due to a real-life recession, living paycheck to paycheck, barely can pay rent, barely can put food on the table for our families, okay? Living in a real-life recession in a country where our president is giving away all our resources to another country for money. If you two don't go take your Hollywood elite behinds to your other Hollywood elite friends and politician buddies that got millions like you do and billions and get all that money together and help out Maui, you are out your damn mind. Please don't insult our intelligence like that. And after you guys do all of that, you will have enough money to help the rest of us. Boo. Get out of here with that. The nerve.
So if you send
I mean, come on, read the room. Read the room, people. The last person on earth that anyone wants to hear from when it comes to this Maui situation is Oprah freaking Winfrey. Oprah? I'm going to call you Okra. I'm going to call her Okra Winfrey. What in the hell are these people thinking? Oh, you know that woman who's buying up all the land in Maui? The one people think has secret tunnels under her home? People think that maybe she might know where all of these missing kids went. We're going to use her as the face of our new charity. Let's raise money for the people of Maui, and let's use Oprah Winfrey as our mascot. Yeah, no, this is going to go horribly. And it's kind of insulting because what she said was right. How dare y'all? You trotted out two of some of the most successful people on our planet to ask us for money. We got fires raging in California. California just got hit with a freaking tropical storm. Florida just got hit with a hurricane. We got crime running rampant throughout all of our big cities. Businesses are shutting down. People are out of jobs. Groceries cost 3 or 4 times more than they did 4 years ago. Gas is going back up. People are struggling to survive. I make okay money, and it's hard for me to get by. And it wouldn't have been hard for me to get by a couple of years ago, but right now, in the state that our country is in, the price of everything is through the roof. We don't have that much money to be throwing around. So it's insulting when you see a multi-billionaire and someone who is very close to being a billionaire sitting here asking for money. Hey, will you help the people? How about y'all do it? Oprah. And what you make in a year, you could probably rebuild half of Maui, if not more. Oprah could rebuild that whole entire place if she wanted to. Now, of course, she's not. But that's the reality of the situation. I hate nothing more than when I see these celebrities always come forward with these charity funds. How about y'all take care of it? Y'all are the ones that want to live it up on Maui. You want to buy all of the property on Maui. You want these islands to belong to you all, so you all rebuild. You all donate your money. How dare you trot out Oprah, freaking Oprah Winfrey of all people, to ask the people of Maui for money. The people of Maui hate Oprah, and rightfully so. I mean, for the love of God, I can't think of anything worse that they could have done. And the crazy part is, I guarantee you, if you're donating to this charity, they're not really going to see this money. They're not even seeing the money that FEMA's supposed to give them. The supplies and stuff that are supposed to be rationed out to these people, these supplies are sitting in roadblocks. They're sitting in trailers and containers. They're not even passing out these supplies. But us common folks, we need to donate our money to Maui, a place that we've never been. Most of us can't afford to go to. Most of us will never go there in our lives. But we need to use our hard-earned money to help the people of Maui, instead of all of these billionaires who live on Maui, who suck up the resources, who are taking over the land. And then they have the audacity, instead of Oprah putting up, all right, here's some millions of dollars, I'm going to record a 15-second Instagram video and ask my followers for money. That's sickening. It's absolutely sickening. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't necessarily expect these rich, powerful people to fork over all their money to take care of the people of Lahaina, but to ask us, it'd be one thing if you sat down and you actually had victims of the fire as the faces of this charity asking people for donations. I think a lot of people would be okay with that. But you trotted out freaking Oprah Winfrey, the person who a lot of people think may have something to do with all of this. I'm not saying Oprah has anything to do with this. I'm just saying that this was in Oprah's best interest, oddly enough. You know, if you look at these fires and you look at where it burnt down, it just worked out perfectly for the powers that be, who've been trying to take over this land for so long. And they've had their plans for this land for so long. They even went so far as to make plans for this land without even asking the people who lived there. And then once they introduced the plans, the people who lived there weren't having it. They've been fighting back, and now, of course, a random fire just came through and wiped out the whole entire town. And now Oprah, a multi-billionaire who owns half of Maui, is sitting here trying to get our money to rebuild Lahaina for her so she can enjoy it. They're not asking for you to donate money so they can rebuild these people's homes and these people can go back to life as normal. No, they're going to displace these people and send them all over the place. And your money is going to be used to build a nice little hotel, a nice little restaurant for Oprah and The Rock to enjoy. But luckily, you know, we have these famous people like Oprah and The Rock speaking out, and they're obviously the opposition. But luckily, we do have some famous people, maybe not as famous as The Rock and Oprah, and they're speaking out, and they're actually trustworthy. There are some famous people that really are coming to the defense of the people of Maui, and BJ Penn is one of them. I know a lot of you probably don't watch the UFC, but BJ Penn is a UFC legend. And I would pay good money to watch the police chief, the governor, the mayor, any of these people get into the octagon, get into the ring with BJ Penn for a minute. I would love to see that. But anyways, BJ Penn has been taking a stand, and we need to see more people do this. But before I talk too much, let's go ahead and roll this clip, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
Hawaii native and former MMA world champ BJ Penn joins me now. So, BJ, when you're at these meetings, and I salute you because that was a lot of passion and we needed to hear that, do these politicians, are they actually arguing with the community?
You know, they actually do argue with the community. They really did forget. They really forgot what this was about. And you're a public servant. You're here to serve the people. You know, and I use the word waiter just, you know, as a servant, just trying to show them that that's why you're here. You're here for us. And I knew because I ran for governor, and I knew that, you know, as soon as I get in, that would be my first words: at your service.
public service. That's actually specifically what the title is to be a politician. So the governor, you heard him say on CNN that he'll rebuild, he'll build back better, to use the political jargon of the day, once he hears from Hawaiians what they want. Haven't you been telling him what you want?
Exactly. When he was first asked what was he going to do with Lahaina, he said, "I don't want any foreigners coming in, so the state will take Lahaina." Never once did Josh Green say, "I'm going to check with the people of Lahaina. They're in shock right now. They're in trauma. And after everybody gets ready, I really want to talk to them first. Before I do anything, I'll talk to the people of Lahaina." He never said that once.
So how is the community feeling right now? Describe the level of mistrust, trauma, outrage. Let us know.
I mean, it is. They say that this is a left. The state is very left, and it's that type of state. But I think everybody's starting to pick up real quick about what's going on, about the agenda, about, you know, the state wants to take over everything, and it's always been that way. Hawaii has always been a socialist, communist, you know, state, and it's time to get out of it. The people are in the position right now with the tax assessment, the assessment property tax. It's killing everybody. Everybody's going to have to leave. You got people who've been here for generations who will never move, yet somebody next to them will sell their house for $10 million, and now this guy has got to pay the tax on it. Everybody's going to be forced out unless we do something.
So people are taking advantage of the situation already. It's the highest tax state. Now there's a whole swath of land that there's no property on it. What have you seen and what have you heard that people are up to?
Well, it's obvious that they want to do that. And we brought up different things when we were at this last meeting, and never once did they say anything different. I think they're just in a hush-hush mode. And, you know, they did this emergency proclamation, which canceled the sunshine law. So now you can't shine light on anything. They just want to keep everything secret. And now he has all these powers, you know. It's very disturbing what's going on.
So they seized power. They blacked out everything so the public can't see it, and they all have dollar signs in their eyes?
I believe so. I believe so. And Lahaina's gonna be the start. They probably want to set a precedence there, and then come to all the other places, you know. Me, I'm from Hilo, but I got no problem fighting these guys for any state, city, land, 1 acre, a quarter acre, whatever it is, 100 feet. We got to fight them. We can't stop. We got nothing else to do.
Well, you have a big heart, and tell everybody in the neighborhood that I love them, and you should just show up at every single community hearing and grab the mic. How about that?
You know, I might have to.
All right. Thank you, BJ.
So let me tell you all what I think is the true end game here. And listen, I understand some people will think that this is pretty black-pilled, but this is what I think. I think that the ultimate goal is that these elites basically want to take over all of Hawaii. I'm not saying that this is something that will be accomplished in a year or in 2 years or in 3 years, maybe not even in our lifetime, but I think the ultimate goal is to ultimately price everyone out, all common folks. I feel like the elites, the rich and powerful, want to basically take over all of Hawaii. I think that they want things to reach a point where the only common folks in Hawaii are the workers who are serving them. I think they want all of these indigenous people out of there. I think they just want all common folks out of there just in general, so they can enjoy their little view and they can enjoy the island all to themselves. Look around you. America is going to shit, and it's going to shit fast. They know that the mainland is going crazy. And I feel like these rich elites, these powerful people, I feel like they want to rule over us, but they want to do so from a distance. I think that they're looking around and they're realizing that society is somewhat on the verge of collapse. It's like we're hanging on by a thread. And I think a lot of these elites, they're scared. I think that they want to put space in between us and them. When things ultimately hit the fan, and when all hell breaks loose, I don't think they want to be here. I think they want all hell to break loose. They want all of this stuff to happen, but they don't want to be here. They don't want to be directly affected. I feel like they want to rule and govern over us. They want us to collapse. They want what's worst for us, but they know that it's in their best interest to not necessarily be here when all of it goes down. So I think that they want to sit on the island of Hawaii. They want to enjoy the ocean. They want to enjoy the view. And they want to rest easily knowing that an ocean is separating the majority of us from them. So that's what I think might be the ultimate goal here. And I know a lot of you all are thinking, well, why aren't more celebrities buying land? Why aren't more powerful people buying land in Maui then? Well, you have to understand that Hawaii is bigger than just Maui. Sure, you might not see some of these powerful people's names as landowners in Maui, but I guarantee you they own land in other various areas around Hawaii. Plus, another thing people need to realize is that a lot of the most powerful people that run this world, you don't even know their names. You don't know their faces. They can own land in Maui and Hawaii and wherever, and you wouldn't know a thing. Trust me. But it kind of feels like that's what the ultimate goal is. I think that these powerful people, they want their own islands. They want to be distanced from us. You know, so when the next pandemic breaks out, we're going to be chilling here on our island while we enforce these regulations on y'all. When this pops off, when people start eating each other and we start living like Mad Max, I think they want to be tucked away on a nice island. You know, as people grow more and more outraged about the things that are happening, they want to make sure that they're, you know, far enough away to where you can't take action against them. I think that may be what we're seeing here. I think slowly but surely, you know, before we know it, they're going to claim all of this land down in Hawaii. And they're going to just have their own little elite empire down there where they throw their weird parties. They hook up with, you know, kids and whatever the hell they do, you know. We know they've had an island before where they were doing wild stuff. So I think that Hawaii may just turn into a ramped up operation like that one. And I promise you all, if you really look into it, man, the amount of kids that go missing in Hawaii per year, it's crazy. There's a lot of even unreported missing persons cases. There's a lot of people that go disappearing, that disappear in Hawaii. There's a lot of trafficking going on in Hawaii. And that's before the fires. So I do think that we may be witnessing something like that happening. You know, I think that they've been buying up all of the land that they can. But unfortunately, you know, for them, people are standing in the way. And unfortunately for those people, you know, these people don't take no for an answer. If you're not going to allow them to buy the land, they're going to take it by some, you know, one way or another. That's the way it looks to me. But maybe I could be wrong. Let me know what you think, though, down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all soon in the next video.